Okay, it's been a minute.
Oh boy, okay.
So many details.
I'm gonna ruin it. I'm sorry.
Think you got all the details? Sure.
Hello, and welcome to this very special Exandria Unlimited edition of Narrative Telephone. For the uninitiated, here's how the game works. Our storyteller of choice will be starting us off by recording a short story. They will then send off that video to the next person who will only be able to watch it once. That person must then record themselves recounting that story to the best of their memory before sending their version off to the next person, and so on and so forth until everyone is gone. The final retelling is sure to be, well, you'll see how it goes.
Handsome. Oh, yes! That word, more abhorrent than any known to goblin kind. And Flint Tip Bearscat was the most handsome goblin to ever live. Son of a hideous harem helper and noxious night nurse, a grandson of a flatulent floor farmer, nephew to a grotesque grocer, brother to a balding bubonic blacksmith. Where did these gorgeous genes come from? His symmetrical splotches, chiseled chin, aquiline nose, silk black hair, shredded core, toned muscular physique, and golden eyes that sparkled like the sun. Would the pain never stop? Doomed to a life of ridicule, he eventually succumbed to goblin goading and female failures and could bear the shame no more. He left his vile little village to trek out into Taldore. And Flint became a rogue, hid his hideously handsome head under a cloak. He fought foes and took only the most questionable quests, became a giant slayer, anything that might end his miserable existence. Until one day, he could bear it no more. Weary of wandering, he came to a pub in a busy town by the road. The people were kind, and the air smelled of sweet meat pie. The warmth of the tavern fire eased his woes, and in its comfort, he removed his cloak. Is that a goblin? Oh, it can't be. Well, I'll be. He's the most gorgeous creature I've ever seen. Flint sunk into his chair, and then something strange happened. 3 beautiful women, a tiefling, an elf, and a human approached his corner table. "Hello there," said the human. "My name is Arya, and these are my friends, Lula and Vi. May we buy you a pint, traveler? I know we're certainly thirsty. Are you?" Well, Flint sat up in his chair, smiled for the first time he could remember, and said, "Why, yes, ladies. I think I might just be." The end. Your turn!
Handsome beyond compare, gorgeousness like no other. Words so abhorrent to all of goblin kind, Flint Tip Chiselsnit could barely stand to hear it hit his ears. Son of a barbarous ball-bearer breaker, cousin to a garrulous garage caretaker, hilarious friend of a hiccuping herald of hilarity. Where did these genes come from? He didn't know. Flint Tip could barely live with this gorgeousness cursed to him. Well, all he could do was set out to the world. Crossing Taldore, he would find his fortune, donning a cloak and sinking into the shadows and living a life as a rogue. It was the only way to deal with the shame. Where did these looks come from? And so he set off on adventure beyond compare in every corner of the land. Until one day, man, Robbie, I can't remember shit. That was so much detail. Dude, I don't know. He ended up wandering into a town in far-off Aman, into a glowing, warm tavern to sink in his cups, bemoaning his fate. He sank into a corner, chair in the chamber, and wondered how he would live and survive, when 3 gorgeous women approached him, a human, a tiefling, and an elf. I cut out a lot. They wandered up and said, "Excuse me, wait, rewind." He took off his cloak, and the whole crowd went, "Is that a goblin? He's gorgeous." And Flint Tip sank even further into his cups. Then the women came. They said, "Oh, hello. My friends and I couldn't help but notice you across the bar. We were wondering, are you open for a little adventure? My name's Aria, and these are my friends, Ella, and forgotten name." And Flint Tip sighed, looked at them, and said, "Why, yes, ladies. It just so happens I am."
It's time for me to sing you the tale of a beauty beyond compare, a mortal lover, impresario among men, named Flint Tip Chisel Nip? Chisel Nip. Go with Chisel Nip. Cursed by his beauty, so that he is doomed to wander Taldore alone. He lamented. Why was I so doomed? With a body, a face, hair, and arms so glorious. And he wandered across the plains until arriving at the city of Aman, where he sank into a depression and, wandering into a tavern, sank into his cups. Deeper and deeper still in this miasma of sadness about being too hot for a goblin, he was approached by 3 beautiful women, a human, a tiefling, and an elf. And one of them stepped forward and said, "Hello, my name is Aria, and these are my friends, Ella and forgotten name. And we have a question for you that I have also forgotten." And with that, the tale of Flint Tip continued on. I don't know what I just said, and I'm sorry. Oh God.
Allow me to sing you the tale. I don't know why I'm doing it like this, but allow me to sing you the tale of a mortal cursed by his incredible good looks and dashing features, a lover, an impresario, a goblin among goblins named Flint Tip Chisel Nip. An unfortunate name, but his nips apparently were chiseled. He wandered all of Taldore, lamenting his sorry state. Why, he lamented, why must I be cursed with arms and a face and hair and a body so incredibly impressive to the world, and yet be cursed to wander Taldore alone? And so he wandered across the plains, he wandered all over Taldore until he came upon the fine city of Aman. And in Aman, he found himself a tavern and proceeded to fall into his cups. More like sink into his cups. I think fall into his cups is a saying. He sank into his cups. And in this deep depression, he lingered until he was approached by 3 beautiful women. human, a tiefling, and an elf. The human came up to him and said, "Behold, I am Arya. This is Ella and forgotten name." She doesn't matter as much as the rest of us do. And I have a question for you, Flint-Tip Chiselnip. And that too I have forgotten. And with this moment in time, this incredible moment that is so strong of an impression upon all of our brains, the story of Flint-Tip Chiselnip continued on.
Allow me to tell you a tale of a mortal curse that was bestowed upon our friend Flint-Tip Chiselnips. Flint-Tip Chiselnips was just so sad, and he's wandering the world, and he's just lamenting his beauty, and he's walking around, and just so upset that he is having to walk this world alone, all by his lonesome. And he's just walking around Taldore, and he's walking, and then he ends up in Amon. And he gets to Amon, and he finds a tavern. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna have a drink. He gets into the tavern, sits down, has a drink, and he's just sinking into his cups. And he's just, getting in there, and he's boo-hooing in his cups, and just really sad and upset that he's just so impressively beautiful and just having a time. And as he's sitting there, 3 women come into the tavern, and they sit down with him, and they say, there's a human woman. She is named Arya, and there is a tiefling, and her name is Ella, and there is an elf, and her name is Forgotten. That's her name. And they're telling him, they're like, Flint-Tip, you are so beautiful. You have so much to give the world just based on your looks alone, but we have to ask you the question of how do you get your nips so chiseled? And he tells him how he does it, but it is a secret. And you know what? He has a newfound purpose. He has a newfound purpose that his nips are so chiseled, and that is how he's gonna walk around the world with those just sticking out and bringing joy with his chiseled nips. And you can still see him today walking around Taldore and, throughout Amon, just guns out, nips out.
Let me tell you a fine tale I want to bestow upon you about a fine friend and gentleman known as Flint-Tip Chiselnips. Ah yes, good old Flint-Tip Chiselnips. Good man about town who just has a sad story. He was impossibly beautiful, but just so deeply sad. He wandered all of Taldore wondering why his fortunes could be so destitute, why he was just burdened with absolute sadness just dripping off of him. He's just sad all the time, and he's just walking everywhere going, why am I so sad? How did I get so sad when I'm so beautiful and my nips are so chiseled? And eventually he just wandered far enough to find his way into Amon. He's like, maybe this will answer my question. And it did not. It did not at all. He went into a tavern, and he went ahead and ordered a drink, and immediately just went right into his cups, just deep into that drink, just crying into it and then drinking it back. Cyclical rehydration, I guess. And he's just depressed and sad about why he just can't find a place for himself in this world. And as he's sitting there having a drink, good old Flint-Tip, 3 women suddenly emerge into the tavern through the backlit exterior. They emerge and come to him and say, Flint-Tip, we're going to sit with you. And they all gather around, and he's like, what's going on? And there were 3 of them. There was a human woman named Aria. There was a tiefling woman named Ella. And there was an elf whose name was Forgotten. That was her name. You got it. And they all gathered around him, and he's like, what's this about? Is this an intervention? And they go, no, we've come to you, Flint, Tip, Chisel, Nips, because you are so beautiful. You're gorgeous. You will light the world around you, but we have to ask the one question on everyone's mind, if you'll indulge us. Flint Tip, how do you get your nips so chiseled? And he sat there and looked down at his pair of diamond cutters and went, well, it's a bit of a secret, but let me tell you. And he brought them in and he told them, but I can't tell you because it was a secret that only they know. And at that moment, he rose up and realized, I have a renewed purpose. I could share my chiseled nips with the world. Maybe one day they all could stand at attention like me. And he strode out of that tavern and began to walk around with confidence and was beloved in both his beauty, his glory, and his chiseled nips that he shared with the world abound. And that is the story and myth, grandiose legend of Flint Chisel Nips.
Come gather round, people, wherever you roam. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming to my open mic night. I just want to tell you about very quickly about my friend. A very beautiful friend of mine recently came to him on, and he's got such a fucking cool story. I just had to fucking share it with you guys. He was so beautiful. He's still alive. Such a beautiful guy, you know. Who among us isn't the most beautiful from our small town? And he carried around with him a profound sadness about this beauty, and it may have had something to do with the fact that his nipples were so sharp that they could cut through diamonds. Yeah, so actually he was a diamond cutter before he wanted to come to the big city and really make it. So he traveled all over Tal'Dorei, but all the while cutting diamonds and feeling with his nipples and feeling this deep, profound sadness. Like, it was so bad that he was literally sweating sadness. And as we all do, he made it to the big city, and you know, he just couldn't hack it. So he ended up in a tavern like this. Just like we are on this open mic night, just trying to make it with our talents. And you know, he found that there were no answers for him here. So he sat in this tavern, or one like it, and he just drank himself to near death. And while he was sitting there pondering his beauty and his inevitable sadness, because sometimes beauty makes you sad, these 3 women sort of slipped up behind him, and they were just bubbling with enthusiasm. And one of them was a human woman named Aria, and the second was a tiefling woman named Ella, and the third one was an elf, and her name was Forgotten. That was actually her name. I didn't forget it. It was Forgotten. They said to him, Mr. Flint Tip Chisel Nips, we were wondering, how do you get your nipples so chiseled and sharp? And, you know, he realized something in that moment. He said, you know what, maybe I can change a life here. And he told them. He told them his secret. I wasn't there, so I didn't hear it. But that taught him something about what he could do with his nipples, his God-given talent. And ever since then, he has been traveling all over the city, just showing off his nips and spreading some joy. So the times, they are changing. Thank you so much. You can subscribe to my Patreon account or just leave a tip in the tip jar.
Hey, best friends!
Hi, buddies.
Duh. You
guys.
We did it.
Did we though?
Well, I don't know if we did.
You know what? I
we
was,
did-
I
we
was
did-
last, and I
we
can
did
tell you
something.
we did not. We did not do it.
We didn't nail the landing at all.
An act of destruction is still an act.
Yes.
I like
fair.
that.
Man, we have been trying unsuccessfully to get together in the world just to have a bit of a reunion. So this will have to do for now.
For now.
For now.
Mhm.
For now.
More humiliation for this instance of us gathering.
Yes.
Well, guys, guess what?
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 I was
What?
roped in to kind of steer the show for
Great.
some reason this episode.
Yeah.
Seems like a
Love
natural
that.
fit.
Okay.
Do we get into it?
Let's get into
Let's
it.
go.
Right now? Let's
Sure.
get into it.
Do I need to do more intro? I'm missing Marisha right now. I'm always missing
No,
Marisha.
we need to see that again. We need to see that
Look at
face
this
again.
hand.
Oh, that's
exactly
still-
on
that's
that
still
look.
framed.
Exactly on that clip.
I can't wait.
Look at
I can't wait to see the
smile.
original of this.
My
It's
God,
pure
guys,
joy.
Look at his smile.
He's
Backlit.
so
Is there some
excited.
music video
Oh
lighting
my
in there?
God.
That was a lot of
You
desktop.
look like the lead singer of a Christian rock band. And I was
Sing your
2001.
Were you looking at my old MySpace? How dare you?
Hey, what's up? I am honored and stoked to be kicking
we're
off
right
here to
in,
tell
guys.
you
Let's go.
new crew. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Look at this
I
cool
call
lighting,
this
by the
story
way.
The Curious Casanova, or
Uh,
Oh,
the
fuck.
Lamentation of a Handsome Goblin.
I'm already radiating with embarrassment.
I'm so excited.
Oh, yes. That word, more abhorrent than any known to goblin kind. And Flint Tip Bearscat was
Oh
the
my
most
God,
handsome
Matt
goblin to
That's not his name anymore.
That's
Oh no!
of a hideous
That was
hairy
not
and noxious
for
nightmares.
so long.
The grandson of a flatulent float farmer.
Only
nephew
once.
To a grotesque grocer, brother to a balding bubonic blacksmith. Where did these gorgeous genes come from?
God,
Oh my
Robbie,
God.
you're such a jerk.
Chiseled chin.
I'm so
aquiline
sorry.
Nose, silk black hair, shredded core, toned muscular physique, and golden eyes that sparkled like the sun. Would the pain never stop?
So good.
Doomed
Oh
to
my
life.
This is
God.
incredible.
He eventually succumbed to goblin goading and female failures and could bear the shame no more.
Oh
He left his vile little village to trek out into Taldor.
Oh, the story is so different.
Fuck you with your alliteration, Robbie. God damn it.
Hideously handsome head under a cloak. He fought foes and took only the most questionable quests.
Wow.
Oh,
Became
no.
a giant slayer. Anything that might end his
Don't
miserable
worry, Robbie.
existence.
All of this
I'm
stayed
scared.
in. All of this stayed
It
in.
all
Yeah,
made
for
it.
sure the
It's so
story is still
accurate.
there.
100%.
Weary of wandering, he came to a pub in a busy town by the road.
Oh, shit.
The people were loud, and the air smelled of
Such a
Whoopsie.
beautiful story.
The warmth of the
so
tavern fire
sorry.
eased his woes, and in its comfort, he removed his cloak. Is that Goblin?
Oh, I'm so mad we didn't have that.
Oh no.
It can't be. Well, I'll be. He's the most gorgeous creature I've ever seen. Flint sunk into his chair, and then something strange happened. 3 beautiful women, a tiefling, an elf, and a human approached his corner table.
Those stayed.
Okay.
They did?
Okay.
Hello
Okay.
there,
And what are they
said
called?
the human. My name is Arya, and
Good.
these are my friends, Lula and Vi.
Vi.
Maybe
Oh.
Oh boy.
we're certainly thirsty. Are you? Well,
This got horny.
Flint sat up in his chair,
Yep.
Started.
smiled for the first time he could remember, and said, "Why, yes, ladies. I think I might just be."
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa,
Oh,
sir.
I think my pants
Okay,
just
hey,
fell off.
Can you just
So
play the
many
last part again?
So many questions.
Oh my God, so much.
When?
Robbie,
What?
Hey,
good
Robbie,
job.
can you
Oh,
record,
thanks.
can you record a few messages for a few of us?
Yeah, sure.
Can you get on Cameo, baby?
No, no,
Can
can't do
for
it.
me for
I'm out.
later.
Yeah, maybe can
OnlyFans,
Flint
maybe?
tip whatever Chizzy Magger or whatever.
I
his name
just want to
can
know
maybe?
when other body parts come into the fray because something was specific.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
I am
that's not
very
mine.
curious. I know what you're talking about, and I'm very curious where that got started.
Robbie
Same.
mentioned it
Same.
none at all. So
Don't-
here we go.
None.
It's
Don't-
pretty clean. It was
Don't
almost.
roll
it was
my
almost a
video
fable.
yet. I came in
Okay.
second.
Yeah.
The two spot
Here's
is
a disclaimer.
here's
Yeah.
the
Two
huge.
spot is
I have
brutal.
never been more embarrassed of my showing on this show than what you guys are about to see, and I have flamed out before. I recorded this on a. Don't you play that yet? I'm not done with my disclaimer.
Look at this cutie in his cute ass shirt.
I'm on a family vacation. I ran
You're in a
upstairs.
sauna.
He started with the alliteration and the handsomeness, and I just went. There is nothing left of Robbie's
There is
story.
something about this story
Nothing.
that
man.
slips off the old brain meat. So
Oh, yeah.
Good. Good.
Oh, wait, I need clarification
Brain
on
meat.
something. Do you wear floral shirts like this on family vacations?
Yeah,
That's cute.
Sure.
That
That's
is
very cute.
sure.
That's very cute.
I'm into it.
Don't
I'm
bring
into
it
it.
to the vacation. Bring it.
I know.
here.
Bring it. How?
No, seriously, Liam, that is a good
We
look.
want this top shelf vacation.
Let's
Liam.
go.
Yes.
Listen.
This is me,
Yeah.
a
Cool,
floral
cool dad uniform.
Yes.
I want it.
Just
I want
fucking
it.
humiliate me
Floral dad.
already.
Details.
Okay.
Handsome beyond compare.
Oh
Right in.
No other.
This is great.
Words
love this.
so abhorrent to all of goblin kind.
Oh.
Flint-tip Chiselsnit could barely stand to bind his ears. Son of a barbarous
Oh, that goes through some
ball-bearer
changes.
breaker.
Yeah.
Cousin to a garrulous garage caretaker.
I remember all of this part. Sorry.
Hilarious friend of a hiccuping herald.
Good. Good.
Nope.
Where did these genes come from?
Nope. Nope.
Flint-tip could barely live with this gorgeousness cursed to him.
Oh, fuck me.
All he could do was set
Terrible.
out to the world,
Just terrible.
crossing Taldore.
Here's the thing, though. You committed.
Yeah.
Donning a cloak
You know what? You're
and
really
sinking
committing
into
here, and I
the
appreciate
life
that.
As a
You
rogue.
look, you're doing great,
What a way
sweetie.
to deal with
If
the
this was on
shame.
mute, I'd be like, he nailed
Where
it.
did these looks
Yeah.
come from?
Right?
And so he set off
We're back.
on adventure beyond compare in every corner of the land. Until one day, man, Robbie, I can't remember shit. That was so much detail. Dude, I don't know. He ended up wandering into a town.
You turned into Shaggy for a sec. Dude,
Sinking his cups. Bemoaning
Oh my
his fate.
god.
He sank in his
He
cups.
sank
He's-
into a corner chair
Oh,
in the
well.
chamber and wondered how he would live and survive when three gorgeous women approached
Yes.
him. A human,
Nice.
a tiefling,
Nice.
and an elf.
Yes.
Yes.
Cut out a
Okay.
lot.
Thank
They
you.
Not
went up and
really.
said,
You're killing it.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Wait, rewind.
The Liam
And the
rewind.
whole crowd went,
The Liam rewind.
Is that
Oh, yeah, you gotta get this moment. Good job.
gorgeous? And Flint's tip sank even further into his cups. Then
Liam!
They said, "Oh, hello. My friends and I couldn't help but notice you across the bar.
Oh,
We
shit.
were wondering, are you open for a little adventure? My name's Aria, and these are my friends, Ella, and forgotten her name.
So that's dated.
That's
Oh,
it.
good.
There it is.
Said,
Sure did.
Oh, good.
Those are
Why,
their
yes,
names.
ladies. It just so happens I am.
Yeah, no.
You know what? You nailed it. Nailed it.
I gotta say,
good.
come on,
Liam.
Come on,
Liam.
That
Don't
was-
patronize me.
That was impressive.
Hey, you hit the tone.
That was impressive.
You did. Yeah.
Tone
You sure
was
did.
there.
This is-
Definitely also stays.
This is
Good.
I am wildly impressed.
this is not the first time that an asshole has started this show off with alliteration, and it never goes well. Never, ever, never, ever, never, ever.
Oh,
I
the
don't
alliterative
know.
asshole. They're the worst.
I'm sad that I'm very impressed.
I'm very impressed.
Me too.
You really sold yourself
You,
short on
you,
that one.
you should not be. I
no kidding.
left
No
out
kidding.
80% of the
No,
details.
but you crushed
Liam,
my.
I
you
feel like you're
crushed
not
my
thinking
soul
about what
with
might
one
come
thing,
afterwards.
Liam. One
what
thing,
was the
Liam, you
thing?
crushed my soul. I put Senna in there. I put her in the bar. She's the one who said, "When I'll be, that's the most handsome." That was Senna. That was Senna. You took her out. character.
Well, how was he supposed to know? It was too much.
When
Tears.
fear grips you,
Tears.
Robbie.
It all leaves.
I thought it was
all-
excellent. Excellent.
My God.
Look,
That was very impressive.
I was told I would only ever have to do this twice, so I used all of my ability on the first two. And
Look at you,
Liam, you were
though.
so good, and I did
great.
nothing. I gave you, I retained none of it. I'm so sorry.
We'll
I can tell from this
I
look
like
right
that
now.
necklace, though.
Thank
necklace
you.
too.
That's a sad
You're
look.
really killing it with the outfit, so it's making up for a lot.
Yeah.
I had
In
to.
fact, the outfit made me choose my outfit.
You helped, and I'm gonna ruin it. I'm sorry.
The panic.
Here we go.
It's so time for me to sing you the tale of a beauty beyond compare, a mortal lover impresario among men named
Big vocabulary, though.
Chisel.
Blink, blink, blink.
Chisel nips.
That's where it came from.
That's where it came from. It's a game with the Bria.
That's where it came from.
Cursed by his
She said chisel
legend,
chin.
so that
Oh,
he is
man.
doomed to wander Taldore alone. Every thought is a question. Why? Why was I so doomed? With a body, a face, hair, and arms so glorious. Yes.
Sure, yes.
I wandered across the plains until arriving at the city.
That had
of
some Madeline
Ron.
Kahn.
Okay, that
Energy.
is.
Sprinted to that tavern and
Yeah,
wandering
nothing.
into a tavern, sank into his cups.
Man,
Deeper and deeper
Only
still.
phrase.
in
Oh no!
miasma.
Is this like the sad tale of an alcoholic now? Is it?
yes, pretty much. Pretty much. That's where it goes. That's where it
I'm
goes.
alcoholic.
so sorry.
They're just that too handsome for a goblin.
Beautiful women.
All right, we're getting into the sexy part, so let it happen.
Cheers.
Here we go.
Oh, you guys nailed that part.
One of them stepped forward and said, "Hello, my name is Arya, and these are my friends, Ella and forgotten name." I didn't bother coming up with a different
It did
name.
that at
okay.
least.
You and I was forgotten.
Oh, fuck me.
And I knew nothing. The
long lost
tale
stare.
of Flint Tip continued on. I don't know what I just said, and I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I love it.
Just ripcord.
Oh, man.
I just, she
Stop.
aborted.
You
Just
stop. Sometimes
completely
you just stop.
aborted.
Hold the shoe.
Yeah.
You're like,
You
I'm out.
Yeah,
aborted.
that's it.
I closed OBS and then just stared at my computer dissociating for like 10 minutes. Just what was anything?
Oh, I feel that so hard.
Oh, man.
Oh, that is funny.
I'm so sorry, Rob.
No. To be fair,
Well,
I felt
third-
the
the
game
third
man
slot-
when I watched
the
that.
third slot's one of the toughest ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Easily.
That's where we found it all kind of goes to shit.
Goes awry, yeah.
Two normally goes well. But Abria, you crafted such a beautiful, intricate story your first go, so it is only just that you get mangled in the shredder, and that goes
Right.
That's the same for you, Robbie. You going near the end or at the end next time, so you can eat shit.
Bring it on. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And next
that
up,
that was a lot.
next up,
Is
Who's
Yeah,
that?
I think it's me.
I'm
yeah,
so
I feel
sorry,
like,
Alex.
so I feel like I wasn't sure what the assignment was because I thought I should sort of like, I don't know why I'm talking like this, but I
That's
felt like I
fine.
should do as much of exactly as I could as Abria, but then I wanted to fill in some blanks.
yes.
And then I also wanted to add sassy
many
commentary. So much stuff. I don't know
Yeah.
what was
Mhm.
happening. So I
Mhm.
decided to wear a bright pink shirt to distract.
Can I say that
And
the
that's
eye
the way to
makeup
go.
is
Story.
popping? It's beautiful.
Mhm.
I love
Well,
that.
thank you. Thank you
Mhm.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
So cute.
And here comes the
Blood for the blood gods.
Right. Allow me to sing you the tale. Don't know why I'm doing it like this, but allow me to sing you the tale.
Because I did it like that. Good job.
Good job.
Cursed by his incredible good looks
Spock.
Him.
Dashing features.
Yeah.
You got
I
it.
basically was telling
An impresario.
Ooh.
Chief's
Goblin
impresario.
among goblins. Named Flint Tip Chisel Nip.
Yes.
That's what I heard, and I'm going to my grave with it.
That's why I'm going with it.
He wandered all of Tal'Dorei, lamenting his sorry state. Why? He lamented, why was I be cursed with arms and a face and hair and a body?
Flint Tip
So
hates
incredibly
having a
impressive.
corporeal form.
We're getting some.
Why do I have this torso? Tal'Dorei alone.
Relatable dysphoria.
Getting some
You're
feel
almost
good
word
here.
for word here.
Wandered all over Tal'Dorei until he came upon the fine city of Amman.
Yes.
And in Amman, he found himself a tavern and proceeded to fall into his cups.
Nope. Correct.
Like sink into his cups.
There we go.
I wrote one sentence where he sat down in his chair.
That's the story now, Robbie.
That's
One
what it
sentence.
is. It's our story now.
Lingered until he was approached by 3 beautiful women. Human,
Yeah.
a tiefling,
Yeah.
Yes.
and an elf.
Yeah.
Human
Good
came
job,
up to him and
guys.
said, "Behold, I am Arya.
Oh, yeah.
This is Ella and forgotten name."
Yes.
TBD. TBD.
She doesn't matter.
And I have a question for you, Flint Tip Chisel Nip. And that too I have forgotten. And with this
Chiseled him.
moment in time, this incredible moment that is so strong of an impression upon all of our brains, the story of Flint Tip Chisel Nip continued on.
All right, baby.
Yeah.
Anj crushed it.
Well
Frozen.
done.
That smile right there tells you the story. That's where Auntie was like, hey, you know what? You did good.
You did great.
You did
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I feel like that's the closest version of anyone who did one the one before. Yeah, I think that was the closest of a Bria's
Well,
version.
I feel like in terms
Yes.
of the remembering things, I feel like that was like a pretty easy slot because, like you said, at that point things had devolved enough.
Yes.
That like there's
If
not
you
much
only
to
know
remember.
2 details, it's easy to remember them both.
But I'll tell you, when you come in with a name like Flint Tip Chisel Nip, I don't remember that.
Oh, and the name's
I
not
don't
quite done
remember
evolving.
that.
The name's still,
Oh, really?
The name's not done.
it's almost done, but it's still cooking.
For the
Please tell me it turns into Chisel Tip.
Here we go. Ooh,
Whoa, look at this hottie.
We
gotta talk about
Look at
makeup.
this hottie and the hair and the hat.
I'm
The
all
whole
about the
look.
distraction as well.
You look so
Yes.
hot.
You know, you
The eye
guys
travels.
the eye you're looking at the eyeliner. You're looking. I hate this game, guys. I hate this game. Ooh, okay, it's been a minute. Allow me to tell you a tale of a mortal curse that was bestowed upon our friend Flint Tip Chisel Nips.
Yes,
Chisel Nips.
It's a good name.
Plural.
Chisel Nip.
Sad. And he's wandering the world and he's just lamenting his beauty and he's walking around and just so upset that he is having to walk this world alone.
He's just so sad.
Did we lose?
He's just walking around Tal'Dorei and he's walking.
Okay.
And he gets to Amon and he finds a tavern. And he's like,
I love this.
That wasn't even a mom.
You know what? I'm gonna have a drink.
Ashley, I like it. It's natural.
Get to the point. Just sinking
You know?
in his cups.
There we
Get
go.
into his cups. Ding.
We
gotta
keep
keep
it going through. Boo-hooing in his cups and just really sad and upset that he's just so
Boo-hooing.
Why
is he so
sad? And just having a time.
Because his nipples are chisels.
Exactly.
3 women come into the tavern
Here we go.
and they sit down with him and they say,
What?
They are.
What did they say?
There's a human woman.
Okay.
She is named Arya, and there is a tiefling, and her name is Ella, and there is an elf, and her name is Forgotten. That's her name.
Here we go.
And
Okay.
Fair.
they're telling
Slightly
him,
more
they're like,
mysterious.
Flint Tip, you are so beautiful. You have so much to give the world, just
Flint
based on
Tip,
your
let's get
looks
real.
alone. But we have to
Let's
ask
chat.
you the question. The question.
What is it?
This is where the question comes.
How do you get
Thinking of it.
so chiseled?
Oh,
There it is.
my goodness.
Ashley, you're a goddess.
I
had to put a question in.
It was, thank you.
You know what? He has a newfound purpose. He has a newfound purpose.
You know what? It stays pretty close to
How
this.
dare you?
I mean,
Oh my
How
gosh.
dare you?
all right, let's wrap it up.
With his chiseled nips, and
Yeah.
you can still see him today walking around Taldore, and throughout him on.
Let's
Just,
spit it
you
out. Come on.
Gunshot
Here we go.
nips out.
Okay.
Guns
Guns out, nips out.
That was
I feel
Strong.
I gotta say, Ashley, I feel like you may have just ousted my favorite line from EXU, which has been time is a weird soup, but now I think it's gonna have to be guns out, nips out.
Guns
Guns
out.
out. Wait.
I think I need a t-shirt. Guns out, nips out.
I have to
That
know.
was almost a session with a beautiful Dr. Phil. Flint Tip, we're going to talk about your nipples.
When did we lose?
Why are you so psyched?
That he was a
Wait,
goblin.
Robbie, what's your question?
We lost
When
that he
did-
was.
We
that
did
was
it.
me.
No, I said he was a goblin.
I said
was
he
me.
He was a goblin.
That was
Okay.
me.
It was Ashley.
That's all
yeah,
my
'cause I
bad.
definitely
If there's
said it.
any
No,
important
no.
information, I will lose it. I'll make sure to get rid of that.
You got to the heart of it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and-
No, Robbie, we
It's so
had
chiseled.
he was a goblin for the first four. I think we did.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
1, 2,
the
3, 4.
goblin
Yep, we had him.
Ashley owned it. Ashley owned it.
She did.
Who had
Ashley
to go
got it
after
too.
me?
That was
Matt
me.
did, right?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
My favorite.
No, it's
Already? Oh my God, you look so sad.
My sweet boy.
So sad.
Are you
He should
okay?
be. He was handed a turd.
He was sad for Flint Tip.
It's just the eyebrows.
It's a,
What? Jesus.
well,
Goodness.
yeah,
It is.
Oh no, he is. Now he's
I
back.
have
Oh, it gets
nothing to say.
better. It gets better.
Here
Oh,
we go, I guess.
okay.
Let me tell you a tale. Fine tale.
It's
I
an
wanna
Ashley
tell upon
impression.
you about a fine friend and
That's
gentleman
a very
known
good
as
Ashley.
Hey.
Flint Tip
Hey,
Chisel
so
Nips. Ah, yes.
Yay.
Good old Flint Tip Chisel Nips. Good man about town who is just has a sad story. He was impossibly beautiful, but just so deeply sad. He wandered out of Taldore wondering why his fortunes could be so destitute, why he was just burdened with absolute sadness.
God, I just gave him
Oh,
some
wow.
depressions.
He's sad all the time. And
What was the
he's
story
walking
about?
everywhere going,
Oh,
why am I so
sadness.
sad? How did I get so sad when I'm so beautiful and my nips are so chiseled? And eventually he just wandered
on.
far enough to find his way
Now,
into a mine.
are the
Like, maybe
nips
here,
chiseled
maybe this
or
will
are
answer
the
my
nips
question. And it did
chisels?
not. It did not at all. He went into a
Chiseled.
tavern
Chiseled.
and he went
Oh,
ahead and
that's
ordered a
different.
drink.
Okay, no.
But
And
wait
immediately
until you get
went
to my
right into his
story.
cups, just deep into that drink, just crying into it and drinking it
those
back.
cups.
Sink
Cyclical
into
rehydration, I
the
guess.
cups.
And he's just depressed
Hydration.
and sad about why he just can't find a place for himself in this world. And as he's sitting there,
Matt, you're
having
doing a great
drink,
job.
Good old Flint Tip.
You're doing great with what you were
three
doing.
women suddenly emerge into the tavern through the backlit exterior. They emerge and come to him and say, "Flint Tip,
New
I'm
details.
gonna sit with you."
Yeah, new deeds.
And they all gather around, and it's like, what's going on? And there were three of them. There was a human woman named Arya.
Okay.
There was a tiefling woman named Ella. And there was an elf whose name was Forgotten. That was her name. You got it.
Wow.
And they all gathered around him, and he's like, what's this about? Is this an intervention? And they go, no, we come to you, Flint.
Is this an
Chisel
intervention?
Nips.
You gotta say the whole
Because
name.
you are so beautiful.
It's great.
You're gorgeous. You will light the world around you, but
Oh no.
we have to ask the one question on everyone's mind. If you'll indulge us. Flint Tip, how do you get your nips so chiseled?
Yes.
And he sat there and looked
so
at
good.
his pair of diamond cutters.
Remember that.
It's a bit of a secret.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Let me tell you. And he brought them in and he told them, but I can't tell you because it was a secret that only they know. At that moment, he rose up and realized, I have a renewed purpose. I could share my chiseled nips with the world.
Wow.
Yes.
Maybe one day they
Fixing
all
the ending.
could stand at attention like me.
Matt
And
made
strode
a
out of that
story out
tavern,
of our words.
began to walk
Yeah.
around with
Matt
confidence.
sure made a fucking
And was
story.
beloved.
Matt
Both
was
his
cleaning
beauty,
up my
his glory,
mess.
and his chiseled nips that he shared with the world abound. And that
Oh, yes.
is the story and myth, grandiose legend of Flint Chisel Nips.
Confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the details, sure.
Oh, so proud of you.
You know, I feel like Robbie
The
made a
filling
very
in is
Robbie made a very intricate dessert. And and I feel like we all kind of chipped in, and then Matt made it into like, what's the thing they make in like oh fuck me. They put it in the jar.
like a parfait. A parfait.
Yeah, like a parfait. You know, you took all the pieces, you made
And
it
sat
look
on
nice.
it for a while and left it there for like car in the sun.
That's it.
Fermented too long.
Sit, marinate a little.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
It's building some
It
kombucha.
was
Yeah.
It was a beautiful mélange.
Oh,
And really, you buttoned it up. You gave it a
No,
little
you
bit of
did.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did.
Oh,
You did
yeah.
well. You did well.
Can't
And
help
then-
but sneak some gravitas in
It
there.
wasn't intentional. It was realizing at that point of floundering that there had to have been an ending in there somewhere.
You just
But-
had to
There wasn't is number 3. There was not.
No.
I left you nothing.
Well,
All right.
we know.
Wow.
Wow. Is this best in
What's happening?
I can't even.
Oh my
A
God.
mighty wind?
Oh my God. Oh my
That
God.
show
To me
is
right now.
fucking incredible.
Oh my God.
Also,
I'm so
All right.
happy.
sure,
I'm so happy.
phenomenal.
I'm so happy.
This whole outfit.
I'm happy.
This whole
Yeah.
bit.
I can't.
People, wherever you roam. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming to my open mic night. I just wanted to tell you about very quickly about my friend. A very beautiful friend of mine recently came to him on, and he's got such a fucking cool story. I just had to fucking share it with you guys. He was so beautiful. He's still alive? Such a beautiful guy. This you know, is so bad. who you among guys us isn't the most beautiful from our small town? And he carried
You're the only
around
one
with
that got
him
it.
profound sadness about this beauty, and it may have had something to do with the fact that his nipples were so sharp that they could cut through diamonds. Yeah, so actually he was a diamond cutter before he wanted.
You are the regal of this
really
group.
make it.
I gave him a profession.
He traveled all
Showed
over
up with a
Tilbury,
one-woman
but
show
all
that
Yeah.
no one asked for because we didn't know we
feeling this
needed it.
deep, profound sadness. Like, it was so bad that he was literally sweating sadness. And as we all do, he made it to the big city, and you know, he just couldn't hack it. So he ended up in a tavern like this.
Oh boy.
Just like we are on this open mic night, just trying to make it.
This is fascinating.
And
Great.
I'm
you know,
in
he
love
found
with
that
you.
there were.
I'm in love with you, Amy Carrero.
No,
I'm
my
in love
God,
with you.
me too. I love you so much. He sat in this
Icon
tavern,
shit.
or one like it, and he just drank himself.
How are you making me miss the
to
comedy
near
store?
death. And while he was sitting there pondering his beauty and
Just flopping in front of
inevitable
everybody.
sadness, because sometimes beauty makes you sad.
How is that hat so pristine?
Women,
Yeah, the hat.
sort of slipped up behind him, and they were just bubbling with enthusiasm. And one of them was a human woman named Arya, and the second was a tiefling woman named Ella, and the third one was an elf, and her name was Forgotten. That was actually her name. I didn't forget it. It was Forgotten. They
real bad,
sent
man.
him lots of
It's delicious.
I am locked in.
We were wondering, how do you get your nipples so chiseled and sharp?
God.
And you know, he realized something in that.
It's like watching Waiting for Guffman.
Yes. He said, "You know what? Maybe I can change a life here."
Oh boy.
And he told them. he told them his secret. I wasn't there, so I didn't hear it. That taught him something about what he could do with his nipples, his God-given talent. And ever since then, he has been traveling all over the city, just showing off his lips and just spreading some joy. So the times they are changing. Thank you so much for my Patreon account. Just leave a tip in the tip jar.
Wow.
I'm throwing all the tips at Amy fucking Carrero.
We love
Oh my god.
20
Oh my god.
metric tons of confidence.
Amy, that was transcendence. I'm crying a little bit right now. I
took the parfait. I shit on it.
So Robbie, how does it feel to have this beautiful story you created be so confidently recreated, accurately, and with love and care?
I've never felt so impressed and disappointed in a group of people all at once.
You feel actively disrespected by us.
Yeah.
Mind you, like, have you guys ever been in couples therapy where like you do the exercise where the other person has to repeat what you said, and you're like, oh fuck, my husband doesn't hear half the shit that's coming out of my goddamn mouth. So I need to talk. I need to speak sentence by sentence.
Oh my god!
Amazing!
I love it.
Wow.
Holy cow!
I loved seeing the incorrect details that you guys glommed onto, and the
what do you
and
mean
the ones
incorrect?
Like
incorrect
ones.
Define it.
Give me an example.
One person fucked up the name, and his entire existence.
It keeps going.
And one sentence, the sentence was just, he sat down in his chair, and then 4 people later, he's deep in his cups. Oh, so deep in his cups.
I didn't say the cup thing.
Oh,
Someone did say, you did say he sank into his cup somewhere in there, right? You said he sank into his cup.
I think Liam said it.
Look at that sad motherfucker. He's so sad.
He's so sad. No, I just have to say, Robbie, I think obviously this is an autobiographical story, right?
No, not
He's a hot little goblin.
He's a hot goblin.
You know, some of you had a second chance too, because for those of you who remembered way back in the day,
I do. This is BTS.
Flint Tip Bear Scat was my second test character.
Yep.
I played as him once at the table.
That's why that sounded familiar.
Yes, and now you
Bear Scat. How chisel nips
trivia.
You have forever sullied his name. I'm sorry.
No, it
what's up?
I don't know though. Is Chisel Nip worse than Bear Scat?
Guys, they're playing us off with Robbie's story.
Into it. I call this story The Curious Casanova.
Let's see how much we ruin this.
The Lamentation of a Handsome Goblin.
Are we supposed to watch this now?
Okay.
Yeah, we have to remember.
Handsome. Oh, yes. That word, more abhorrent than any known to goblin kind. And Flint Tip Bear Scat was the most handsome goblin to ever live.
You pronounced chisel nips.
Son of a hideous harem helper, and not just night nurse. A grandson of a flatulent floor farmer, nephew to a grotesque grocer, brother to a balding bubonic blacksmith. Where did these gorgeous genes come from? His symmetrical sculptures, chiseled chin, aquiline nose, silk black hair, shredded core, toned muscular physique, and golden eyes that sparkled like the sun. Would the pain never stop?
God, this is good, man.
It's so good.
So good. How did we
to
fuck
goblin
this up?
goading and female failures, and could bear the shame no more. He left his vile little village to trek out into Taldore, and Flint became a rogue.
Walked and
hid
walked
his hideously handsome head under a
And he's
cloak.
just walking for days.
And took only the most questionable quests.
Can I say
Became
right?
a giant
I'm already
slayer.
anticipating
Anything that
with
might
mild
end
arousal
his
the
miserable existence.
the awesome voice at the end of this.
Yes,
Sing
me
like
too.
Leo.
Oh my god.
The little treat at the end.
Weary of
That's a little
wandering,
trick.
he came to a pub, busy town by
Came to a pub. Yeah.
We've all got our phones ready to read
Not a
this.
tavern.
I'm recording it.
In his
the warmth
cups.
of the tavern fire.
The line is coming.
And in its comfort, he removed his cloak.
That was
was a big part.
That's good.
That was a big
So many sharp turns in this.
We lost that.
It can't be. Well, I'll be. He's the most gorgeous creature I've ever seen.
Cinna!
Flint sunk into his chair, and then
Oh, he's sunk into his
Strange
chair, not
happened.
his cups.
In his cups.
In his cups.
Beautiful women.
What are their
A tiefling,
names?
an elf, and a human approached
said
his
it
corner
twice.
table. Hello there, said the human. My name is Arya, and
got
these
one.
are my friends, Lula and Vi.
Lula.
Bye.
Traveler.
Got 'em all.
Some elves
That
in there.
doesn't sound right.
We get the 2 elves, right?
We're
Nailed
so
it.
good.
Are you? Well, Flint sat up in his chair, smiled
did
for
we
the
all.
first time he could remember, and said, "Why, yes, ladies. I
Sorry.
think I might just be."
Close.
The end.
You're close.
Your turn.
Man,
You got the point.
they're killing off cameos.
I think you were close enough.
Robbie, you should
So
really,
nice.
you should really consider getting into voiceover work.
I'm gonna think
Should.
about that.
Seriously.
Yeah, I let you guys.
Seriously.
I'm gonna let you in on something. I let you guys off easy, and I'll share it with you sometime. I literally wrote a 2-minute tongue twister called Jaxie Flaxseed the Tabaxi Taxi. I am not even kidding. Jaxie Flaxseed the Tabaxi Taxi, and it was a 2-minute tongue twister, and
Do
I
it
bailed
right
on
now.
it.
Whatever
no,
you
I
can
felt it
remember.
was too mean.
Do it.
Nope, I felt. I'm
Do
gonna
it.
say
That is too
I'm
deep.
gonna
Your
say it.
instincts were right.
No,
You know what? You know what?
How dare you?
You're gonna have to
Use
do
my
it at some
Christian
point.
name. Yeah, I'll bust it. I'll bring it out at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, I
for
want to
sure.
hear everybody's sexy voice. No,
What was
you
the line?
No, you don't.
Dead
Wait, what did you
silence.
say at the end?
What was the line?
Yeah, what was the line?
They said that the girls said they were thirsty, and I think he said like, "Ladies, I think I might just be." Something like that. Like, do you want a drink or are you horny? I don't know. It was, are you horny?
Yeah.
It's what it meant.
Are
That's what
you
it meant.
horny?
I'm just gonna do like a drunk Jason Statham.
Let's do it.
Ladies. I might
Ashley.
just be.
There it is. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Very
Nailed
sexy.
it.
Well, ladies, I might just be. Wait, are we doing sexy or are we doing Jason Statham? I'm Statham. I'm
sexy,
confused.
obviously.
Sexy.
Excuse me, what is the difference?
Thank you.
Jason Statham is sexy.
Thank you, Amy.
Come over here with that bald head, Jason.
Look.
Amy, you're next.
Oh. What's the line?
Yeah, give me a read.
There was only. I think I messed up my own line. See, it is
Ladies,
hard.
I think I just, I might
We're
just
missing
be.
it. We're missing it.
Ladies, I think I might just be.
All right.
It's not great, but you know.
I let that voice
Then
not
there's
call
that
me in the
dance.
morning. That's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Liam, you're up.
Ladies, I think I might just be.
Yeah, you are.
Liam understanding the assignment.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I hate to make this about the boys versus the girls, but there's something about that in that low,
Baritone.
gravelly. You feel it in your other regions, kind of vibration. It's hard to get.
Yeah.
It's hard to get as a lady. That's subwoofer action. Exactly.
easy on the ovaries.
In fact, that's exactly what I call my husband. the subwoofer.
Robbie and I
Because
are
he's got a
also
low
on
voice.
full microphones right now, so
That's true.
there's a little
That's true.
artificery.
If I talk into my computer, this
Yeah, do it just like that.
Anjali, it's your turn.
Do it.
Yep, do it.
No.
Do it.
All I can do. I just want to do it in auntie voice.
Do it in auntie voice.
Do it.
No, as I can't. I can't do that. It's just going to be so offensive to my own people if I do. Ladies, I think I just might be. She's going to kill someone.
yeah.
She sounds a little bit like she might hurt someone.
yeah.
Yeah.
My kind of girl. But auntie really wants to say it. Auntie really does want to say it. Auntie wants to take over
It goes a
everything.
long way, ladies.
It really does. That's
I
most
think
Eye
we are-
contact and a little bit of teeth. What?
We are narrative telephoning
You're not
this
right,
one
Matt.
line. This one line.
Mr. Mercer.
It's your turn.
Right, ladies,
Yeah, bring it on
I think
home.
I just might be.
Yeah.
Really? Come on, give the people what they want. Give the people what they
Just,
want.
My chisel nips are all important to have around.
That would be really awesome if after all that his voice had been something like, yes, absolutely. Like it would be after all that he just had like the
No one's ever talked to me before.
I'm the beautifulest goblin in the world.
Oh my god. Guys, this was fun.
That's awesome.
This was so much fun.
I know you said you hate this game, but I love this game.
I love it.
Fun.
It's
I don't
great
hate it.
also.
That's a little extreme. I think it just it gives me the fear.
Extreme.
You know, it's
Well, that's
just
understandable.
the anxiety.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where I just, I get
Well,
to
now
see
that
the
I know
video
what
and
it
sit
is,
down
yeah.
and
Are we allowed to say who's doing the next one? Who's are we allowed to say that or no? You can say no. You can tell me no.
Who's doing the
Is that a
next
thing?
one?
Yeah.
Are we allowed?
Yes.
Well,
I don't know.
I think I'm doing
I don't know
it.
who.
Call me if I'm wrong.
It happened.
I think
I'm next.
It
I'm
happened.
next.
All right.
Let's go.
The voice
I'm gonna write it.
Let's
I'm gonna write it
go.
on the plane, which is where I get no good ideas.
Perfect.
And
Yes.
I maybe will be a little drunk. So it can't. What can go wrong?
Oh my
So
God,
what you're
that's
telling
the
us
best.
is we should all record the video just drunk.
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Be great.
Well,
The
Yeah,
crossover with drunk
Challenge
history.
accepted.
Yeah. It'll be like
Yeah.
drunk history meets narrative telephone.
I love it.
I mean, we're not going to stop you.
Game.
I'm in.
Sounds like an average Tuesday at our house. I'm happy with that.
Well, what do we do from here? Do we wrap this up?
Oh.
I guess.
I think so.
I don't want to.
I miss you guys.
I miss you guys.
so much.
I miss you.
Robbie, like,
These
I'm gonna
sweet
get out of here.
scenes. Yeah.
Well, guys,
Robbie's gonna go
like,
sulk
fuck
about how
you.
much we ruined his sweet, good story.
I know.
Ah, not at all. You made it 10 times better. That's a lot of nipple content. Let's
Here's
go.
the thing. Maybe he married into the chisel nips of the
family.
Thyroidean chisel nips.
Yeah, the diamond cutting
Yes.
chisel nippers.
Yep,
Stone-
Stonecutter family.
Nipples are not allowed on Twitch. Correct?
No,
They're
not allowed. Correct.
Oh.
No.
Nipples are not
No.
allowed on Twitch. So
No nipples
this-
on Twitch.
What's going to happen with this one?
What if your nips are
Can't say
chisels, though?
nipples?
Yeah.
I
They're
think it's
chisel
all
presenting
bad.
nips, so I think they're okay.
Yeah, we might be okay.
Presenting nips.
Loophole.
Wait, what'd you say?
Yeah.
They're
Chisel presenting
chisel.
nips.
Yeah.
Oh,
chisel.
yeah.
So maybe we'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm,
that
We'll
should
see.
Fine.
Oh God, you guys, I love you so much. It hurts me. It's deep in my body.
It was so fun.
Oh, let's see each other soon.
Yay!
Good to see you guys.
But Robbie's like, I'm not gonna see you assholes ever again. Do it again and do it better.
My art.
Yeah.